Aquarius, I'm doing a quick tap into your current energy. Current energy position is the Page of Cups. You also have the Five of Swords, which you might not be aware of. You have the Three of Swords in reverse, and then future orientation or advice. You have the Ten of Wands, and also the Ten of Swords did flip out in your reading. So what I'm getting is you're kind of at the end of this very heavy, very intense cycle, Aquarius. There might have been a lot of stuff going on, a lot of stuff emotionally that you've had to navigate, and also in your mind, right? These two, the swords is about the mental space. So this character over here holding his head, he's gone through a little bit of kind of been through the wars, right? He's holding his head. He's just had to think about so much. There's been so much to resolve and navigate. And so his head is feeling a little bit full and congested. And then in terms of the Page of Cups, cups are emotions. So this talks about pages are about expression. So it's saying the way forward is to express your emotions, to share them. Knights are typically about expression, but I'm very much getting bringing your emotions to the table more than your mental energy, right? So sharing your emotions, being more open in them will help you resolve any of the pain that you're going through and also help you lead you forward through any of the turbulent waters that you're going through. So bringing your heart into it is kind of what I'm hearing over here, and letting your mind take a break because your mind is feeling a little bit overcrowded. The Three of Swords in the upright talks about emotional pain. It talks about going through maybe a dissolution in a relationship, a breakup. It talks about just pain, something that's really hard for you emotionally. And when it's in the reverse, it means you're healing from emotional pain. So you're finding ways to move forward. You're finding the solutions in your life so that you don't have to stay in the sense of emotional blockedness and pain, because you know that you don't deserve to stay in that pain. But there is pain there, and there is stuff to grieve and be aware of. And so you don't want to suppress those emotions. You want to be aware of them and just give them the space that they need to express themselves in order to move forward. The Ten of Wands talks about being at the end of a long journey. You've carried a lot of energy, you've carried a lot of emotion, you've done so much, and you might just be feeling really tired because you've carried so much for so long. And this is saying you're right on the edge of a new cycle. And I very much feel that for you, Aquarius, because right now you're getting the Ten of Swords, the Ten of Wands, and you might be feeling that's why there's all this grief. That's why there's this headache, is like all of that part of that cycle is culminating so that you can burst into a fresh new cycle, right? But in order to do that, you need to feel your emotions and bring them to the table in order to find your way into a very brand new, fresh cycle. From this entire reading, you might be pushing through the end of a difficult cycle. Do not fear. You're on the edge of growth. You're on the edge of breaking into a new cycle, especially in the new year. There's a lot of fresh energy. So right now, just be kind to yourself and bring your emotions, be open with them to feel support.